Hello, I received this message on February 28th, which is a Friday, and today, or this is the evening of March 4th. So yeah, I've been praying and praying, trying to get more information, and have not received it, so I didn't want to wait any longer. Um, so basically, I saw some words in the vision. So first I saw words, and then after the words I saw an actual vision. So I'm going to give you the words first, go into a little interpretation of the words, and then after that I'll tell you what I saw. So first I saw the great American blank blank. And I don't remember what the words were. I was actually sleeping on my side when something woke me. And then I saw the vision, and that's when it's like, and the words were sideways. So not only was I sleeping on my side, the words themselves were sideways. And so I'm trying to get up, trying to focus, trying to read with words sideways, and yeah, so it was real difficult. But yeah, those were the only words I saw. The Great American blank blank, and then I also saw the word eulogy. So it's like, oh, maybe it's a funeral of some kind. But then I also saw the word Asa. And so yeah, so here I saw the word eulogy. So it's like, well, it could have been a funeral. Could have been the Great American something funeral, but yeah, I'm not sure. So let's go into the word Asa. The word Asa, and I went to Google and looked up information about, well, what is Asa, and it's a boy's name. And actually, some of the websites say that it could be unisex. It could be a boy's name or a girl's name. But so different meanings. It could mean physician or cure. And it's in the Bible. It's also an American name, also the same things, physician and cure. But also it gave a description for a Hebrew name. And so the name Asa is a Hebrew name. In Hebrew, the meaning of the name Asa is physician. Asa was the name of an Old Testament king of Judah. It's like, King of Judah, Old Testament King of Judah. And so after disuse, the name was revived by 17th century Puritans, and it gives the name of a Puritan. But also it gives information on a different website, and it said that the name Asa, the main religion that uses this name are people that are Muslim. It's like, okay. So here we have, so I'm going to show you a recap of the words, that I saw first. So these are the words. Sorry that please stop doing that phone. Okay, so here you have the words, Great American, something something, eulogy, and Asa. So now here is the description of the vision that I saw. So there was a vision. There was a bride. She was wearing white and walking next to a groom. And so the bride, she had her hands like she was holding a bouquet, but she also looked like she was blindfolded. So, whoa, what's going on here, And then the groom was next to her, and they were in the usual locations, where the woman's to the right of the groom and the groom on the left, So the groom, and them facing forward, and that's so that they're in the usual positions. The groom stood next to her, but the groom held what looked like a samurai sword behind his back. And so I looked around, and I found the sword. And the thing about this sword, I don't know if I can focus on this thing. Okay. Is that, see the kind of thin blade? That's the type of sword I saw. And this is not a samurai sword. It's like a Muslim sword, that they use to behead their victims. And so the groom is Asa, and so, which is the Muslim name for, I don't know if it said Lion of Judah. I think it said King of Judah. Here, let me go back, because I don't want to give wrong info. Let's see. Let me go back over here. Sorry. It says a king of Judah. Okay, so Asa is an Old Testament king of Judah. So I need to correct that it will not, do not put Lion of Judah. It's the name for a king of Judah. But it is not our Jesus. It is not, the Lion of Judah, which is our Jesus. And so, therefore, this must be a false god, false groom, and do not be deceived and follow this false god. And I also saw the word Kitta. And the thing about it is that there's a YouTube channel, and there's a person named Kitta Cat with the capital letter K, I-T-A, and then a capital K, small a, capital T, and so that's the spelling of her name. And she has a channel where she also receives, she actually receives, statements from our Lord. So it was, really, paragraphs from our Lord and everything. So it was a reference to Kitta. And it's like, well, he may be wanting me to go through her videos, and maybe there's something that she has, or some vision that, some information that God gave her that goes along with this vision, but I couldn't find it, so, and so anyway, so yeah, over here, instead of Lion of Judah, that's King of Judah. And so yeah, so it looks like, the bride is being deceived. She's going with someone that she thinks is her groom, but it's not her groom. It's a false god. So we need to not be deceived. And so I want to give a passage from the Bible, and I'm going to refer to King James Version and Revelations chapter 13. And so I'm just going to start reading, and you'll see what I mean, or why I selected this one. Okay, so chapter 13, verse 5. And there was given unto him a mouth to speak great things and blasphemies, and the power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And so I think we all know who, there's a possibility of who is this person that they're referring to in chapter 13. That person is named in so many other videos, so I'm not going to name that person here. And so anyway, he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name, his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. Okay. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. One thing about this section here, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints. I don't know exactly who it was, if it was just the presidency, who asked, or just the government. I don't know if it was the Senate or somewhere in there. Our government has asked the United Nations for permission for, what's that thing called, the Shangri-La law. That's where they would have permission to behead citizens. And looks like from the vision, and then from the statement, and it was given unto him, the government, to make war with the saints, with the Christians, and to overcome them. How overcoming, by getting rid of them. And the power was given to him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. Okay, so yeah, let him, any man have an ear, let him hear. And so he leadeth into captivity, shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is patience and the faith of the saints. So yeah, we need to stay with God, trust in our Lord Jesus. I'm just going to go ahead and continue reading the rest of this. Because some people are like, oh, I'll read it later, and then they never do. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue reading it. And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake like a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. He maketh fire come down from heaven. Could be missiles, coming down, and missiles being fired upon America or wherever. And so deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak, and cause it as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So he says, follow my rules, and if you don't follow my rules, you're going to be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their hand or in their foreheads. So please do not accept the RFID chip. You accept the chip, you will change your DNA, and God, our Lord Jesus, God the Father, will not accept us anymore. So no RFID chip. 0. Not one even slight bit. If you put it in your hand, oh, it's an accident, or I didn't mean to, and then you take it out, it's too late. It has changed you. You can't put it in there, put it in the hand, oh, I changed my mind, and take it out later. It won't work. You cannot accept it, not 1 second. And that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of the man, and his number is 666 equals 666. So please stay with the Lord. Put your trust in God. Do not follow the false god, because we'll be tricked, and the outcome will be for us to be beheaded. Please stick with God, stick with Jesus, and just pray. Okay, thank you, everyone. God bless.